G'day, I'm Syntax here, and welcome to GameFed. This week in games, we have a Steam game. We have a Steam game coming to console, and we have a Steam game boss fight. Should be all very interesting, but very new, because on this week, we have a new channel, GameFed. And it's got all new content, all new interesting and amazing things coming out. Except that that's going to be mostly next week, because we haven't quite got everything finished this week, so the content may be pushed back a little bit. You know, for example, the animation for the start of this video and all of that is not quite complete. Well, the animation that everyone else wants is not quite completed. I, however, made my own animation, my own introduction to GameFed, but sadly that was rejected. But since I have mine completed and it's all ready, I'm going to do this lovely introduction for you now to welcome you to GameFed. This week we start off with a game that we've started off previously. Deformers. Deformers is a lovely, cute little game where you basically try to kill each other in a smash and battle arena kind of style. It's coming out for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC for Tuesday, the 11th, because nothing happens on Monday. Next is the highly anticipated Yooka-Laylee. I'm not really sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but that's coming out for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Run around in this little platformer as a chameleon and do all that adventuring stuff. Following the adventuring line is Euro Fishing for PlayStation 4, and allows you to do all those amazing fishing things, hook, line, and hopefully without the stinker. Okay kids, you're gonna have to block your ears for this one. The Sexy Brutal is a lovely little game where you watch someone die and repeat that process over and over again in a Groundhog-esque kind of murder mystery day. It's coming out for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. Yeah, you can remove your hands now. Cryptocracy is coming out for PC and mobile phone. It's basically a simple kind of puzzler game, but it has a nice political spin on it where you become a trillionaire and try to take over the world through bribery and kidnapping people and all those lovely things. Crawl is finally releasing on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. It's a roguelike brawler video game that has some lovely retro past, and it's produced by some awesome Australian development team. That's brilliant. What's more brilliant is the fact that they've got an awesome big boss battle. The big boss battle has featured a likeness of character to our lovely Steam overlord, Gabe. Gabe has agreed to allow his likeness to appear, probably because his beard signifies his Super Saiyan strength. Lovely. Next up, we got another Legos. Lego City Undercover is coming out on Wednesday the 12th, and it's for the Nintendo Switch. It allows you to be an undercover police officer where you provide law and order to everything. Something that needs some more law and order is Rogue Stormers, coming out for Xbox One. It's an action-adventure kind of shooter thing where you just basically kill each other, and, well, that's not much different to this next one, which is Starblood Arena, coming out for the PlayStation VR. It allows you to run around in an arena with spaceships to shoot each other in a death battle kind of style. Cosmic Star Heron is coming out for PlayStation 4 and PC. It's a Japanese-styled RPG with both modern and classic styles, combined to make an interesting experience. Should be interesting considering it was greatly supported on Kickstarter. Shock Tactics is coming for PC, and it's an XCOM-like turn-based combat game where you can do all those lovely space-agey strategy shoot-'em things. But perhaps you'd like something of a bit of a different pace. A Rose in the Twilight is about a girl that wakes up with a rose on her back and her adventure-solving puzzle mystery kind of thing as she travels with her companions to work out more about this. It's coming out for PC and Vita? I don't actually know that one. I know it's coming out for Vita in North America, but in Australia, I haven't got much information on that. I know that the Australians can get access to the avatars and the backgrounds for the Vita and everything, except if the game is actually coming out in Australia. So if you know that information, please leave it in the comments below, because I don't know. I've completely... nothing. Can't find anything about it. But one thing I can find lots of information on is this next game. Coming out on Thursday, the 13th, is a game that has been in the top 5 of Steam's most sold games for last year, 2016, that's finally releasing onto consoles for you console players to enjoy in its diverse, massive range of things, which is Stardew Valley. Stardew Valley, for those of you who have been living under a rock for an entire year, is a game about quitting modern life and going back to those good old grassroots kind of farming style where you mine and search for farming stuff and social interactions and fishing. Yes, lots of fishing. So that's pretty much everything for the games this week that are coming out. Games from last week we have... Coming in at number 1 is Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon's Wildland. Number 2 is Mass Effect Andromeda. Number 3 is Kingdom Hearts HD 1.5 plus 1.2. Number 4 is Horizon Zero Dawn. Number 5 is Lego Worlds. Number 6 is The Legend of Zelda: The Breath of the Wild. Number 7 is Grand Theft Auto 5. Number 8 is Battlefield 1. Number 9 is Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege. Number 10 is For Honor. My top pick for games this week will be Deformers, because that's been so long in the making and it looks really interesting as a cutesy kind of game to play. Crawl, because we've got some amazing Australian developers that have made an amazing game, and it's got a Gabe super fight. And finally, Stardew Valley coming out on console. That's a game I'd be really interested to see on console because I think it could play quite nicely as an experience. What are games that you're going to play this week? Put it in the comments below. Do you know what's happening with A Twilight Rose and its North American Vita release? Is it coming to Australia? Put it in the comments below. Whilst you're there, join all of our social media, our Twitter, our Facebook, and our Twitch. All of these things will be active soon and have all kinds of really interesting content, but not this week because we're still organising everything and getting things set up, so you know, those kinds of things will develop, and you can be some of the first to see that develop if you join those social medias. Or if you join our group, GameFed. We need more people. We need people from all kinds of walks of life and all kinds of things, and we'd love to have you there. Or if you just want to send us in a video or some awesome trick shots to make me jealous, you know, absolutely send them in. We'd like to mash that all together and make collages or show your own video or show some of our community support there. So absolutely get in contact with us. All the information is down below. Don't forget to join the Pocketeers if you'd like some Australian gamers that you'd like to game with, because there's some awesome lot there. And finally, as the end of this video, syntax error out. Oh my god, they didn't cut the